We are at the closing bell for week ending 15th of February 2013. Welcome to another session where we will give you the update of the KLSE and SGX from a technical standpoint, as well as looking at some of the fundamental indicators that we have seen, like foreign funds and also regional growth here. Now, going back to our notes last week, we were quite spot on when we said that market will likely to sort of, let's see where we are last week. Last week we were here, that was 7, and we broke through the 200-day moving average, which is the 6th. Okay, that was a 5th, 6th, 7, and that's right, the 7, 8, 9. That's right, we were at the 8th. That's right. So last week we were saying that it is likely the market break below the 200 moving average, and worst case we are looking at 1530 if there's a sell side going on. However, since then we were likely to say that the market will move sideways for a while to around as high as 1630, retest the 1630 to end the downtrend. That's what we were saying, and we're quite spot on. Now, if you blow in the scheme of things, we will see how the trend is flowing. We're still pretty much in the downtrend in here. Okay, so the bias now is more towards the downside, with a little bit more on the sideways market. I think there's a good chance that the market may just break below the 200-day moving edge. You see, we have a no demand bar here. Judging. Let me just refresh this again. Okay, it's coming now. Just wait there for a while. Oh. Bit slow here. Okay, you have the market really a very narrow spread here and on low volume. That is a sign of no demand. Let me refresh this again one more time, so you could see that this is definitely pointing a lot to the possible sign of weakness to come. We're pretty much on the upper resistance of the channel, so that doesn't look very good from an uptrend standpoint. So it looks like we might go. Now let's go back to the KLCI. Last week we were doing at 1618, and this week we're 1627. As I said before, we would have a rebound, a retest to the 1630, and it did conclude with that. So where are we going from now? First thing we were going to be looking at the foreign funds. Now, like foreign fund is still accumulating. You see, like last week we have only 2 days of negative selling, a net negative selling here. So foreign funds are accumulating. Like it or not, despite what we see in our market, we've been seeing tremendous pressure for sell-off or towards bias a sideways market. We have what we call accumulation by the foreign funds. Now the foreign funds are really buying. I think that they do see a potential from this market standpoint, so they are buying good quality stock, and I would say the same thing goes for our Malaysian investor and those who is abroad from SGX to be accumulating these high quality stocks that we talk about here. Okay, I think one of them we had said hasn't really moved is TM, and the other one that just made a good move was Raffles Medical. I think that was a stock pick that we have last week, and you could see that this thing already decided to break out to 320. The Raffles Medical did move higher a bit here. Okay, let's go back to what we are talking here. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the foreign funds. Now, like it or not, as I said before, every time when the foreign fund hits 200 million in here, we tend to see some sort of a pressure of selling from the KLSE market. I see that as an opportunity to accumulate quality stocks in here. So pretty much around the same thing we've been talking about around the January election 13. No date has been announced. Possibility we may get some sort of announcement after the January election. After the Chinese New Year general election, but tentatively we are looking at somewhere between March 27, which is on a Saturday, if I check my calendar right here, which is in front of me. March 23rd is a Saturday, and March 30th is a Saturday. So we have the school holiday starting, which is on the 9th to the 16th. They might just do it on the 23rd. Okay, 23rd Saturday. So take notice of that. All right. Now let's go. So we have seen the foreign fund. Now from a VSA standpoint, you do have two unconfirmed sign of strength here, holding around 1620 in here. But you can see there's a lot of red sign of weakness really pressuring down. This diamond shape here is actually similar to the unconfirmed. If you do see a sell-off here, this junction, let me just show you what I mean. Draw a line here. Okay, then we'll see a breakdown to this point here. So that's at 1600 level. We haven't seen that yet. On the upside, the market are kept at 1630. So we've seen that down. Pulling today is about 1627. Foreign funds are accumulating. And my guess is once the result of the general election be announced, they'll be even buying more. They're averaging down because, like it or not, worldwide, all markets are going up. Only Malaysia is undergoing some pressure of selling. So that's what we are seeing. This market really trying to break into the 200 moving average. Okay, so that's the foreign fund side. Now let's go on to the regional market. The Dow Jones here. Now Dow Jones is very impressive in here. It hovering at 14,000 level. We have seen it as to be a 4-year high. This is a very good due to the continued printing by the US FOMC and Ben Bernanke. You could see the last time we made this high was around 14,000, which is somewhere in 2007. We are approaching to this old high on the left side here, so that's a pressure for the market to undergo sideways market. And what we want to look for is sign of strength here coming in. If we do see sign of strength in here, market will break higher. But last week, I think the Dallas Federal Reserve chairperson Yellen